Okay, I think we're more or less ready to go here. So I'm just going to make sure everything's good on my side and go and check the volumes. It's looking good so far. So this evening we are going to fly the A340, the mighty A340 in Flight Simulator 2024 from Gatwick over to Athens. It's quite a long flight, so I will leave it in the hands of the co-pilot for quite a large part of the middle part of the flight. But otherwise, it's going to be an interesting one. So we're going to do a night flight. Obviously, you can see we're doing it in real time. So I tend to fly real time all the time if I can in the simulator. We'll see how we get on. So I will be following a checklist of my own design to get the airplane up and running. And you are welcome to grab a copy. There's a link in the notes of the video for it. So we're going to go and jump inside the airplane. You can see I've already powered the airplane up and warmed up some of the systems, so we're not sat here for ages waiting for things to boot up. So first things first, let's go into my flight and go and import from Simbrief. And then we can see from Gatwick over to Athens. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Okay, so first things first then, we're going to go around the cockpit. So Alt and 1 takes us overhead, battery 1 and 2 are on, obviously, and the APU bat. And then we've put the external powers already on. So we're going to check strobe is in the middle, it is. We're going to check nav and logo goes to 2. And APU. Master switch is on, and then we can start the APU. While we're waiting for that, we can go and turn the crew air supply on. We can put the emergency exit light to armed and set no smoking to auto. Then further overhead we can go and switch the ADIRS systems to nav. Then down in the cockpit we can go and check the brightnesses of the screens. They're going to be super bright, so we have nothing to worry about there. So Shift and 5 takes us over to the tablet. So we've already gone and pulled in the my flight data, so payload and fueling. And then within here we're going to import all from Simbrief and do an instant load. Then we're going to go back over to the takeoff performance, sync the FMGS, sync the WX, and calculate. And that gives us our numbers for later. We can send those over to the FMGS right now. It's funny that you can do that before it's really booted up properly or configured. Okay, so then Alt and 3 will take us over to the MCDU. And we can clear out any messages. So go backwards through them as they had appeared while it was booting up. We can go to init, waiting for system response, and we can do an init request. And wait for everything to happen. So it's talking to Simbrief right now, hopefully, or that's the plan anyway. AOC route uplink. Why is it not happening? Perhaps, I think I saw this the other day, you have to go and put in the basics of the route first. EGKK to... where are we going? LGAV. LGAV. And drop that in. Now, I saw this do this the other day and I can't remember how I got it out of it. think it was related to the data, wasn't it? That was it. It hasn't got the data properly from Navigraph. So if we go into settings, if we go and recycle our Navigraph data, so log out of Navigraph, log in, and if we open a browser to do it, and we sign in with Google and refresh it, and approve this and allow that. Okay, so that's done that. So then we can close that out of the way, come back into here, and that's there. So then we can update the nav data. There we go. So I imagine it's just a discrepancy that's caused that to happen. So nav data has been updated. So then we go back over to Alt 3, will bring us back here. Go to init and do an init request again and see what happens. Airport not in data. Yeah, it hadn't got the data. Look, it had messed up the data transfer. Now it's worked. Okay, and that's down to me. Okay, so go sideways to see what else is in here. We have to go and put the block fuel in, so I think we can just select it. Yeah, there we go. And then I forgot to do that last time I was in this aeroplane. There is a way to do it in the performance pages if you don't do it at the start, but ideally you don't need to do that. Anyway, so we've done the initialization, and then we can go over to the flight plan button and we can go and set the departure up. So leaving Stansted, we can go refer to the Simbrief flight plan, and we're leaving on the MIMF 1 Mike departure, runway 26 left. So 26 left and a MIMF 1 Mike, there it is. And do we have, no, there's no transitions for this, so insert that. And then on the arrival into Athens, the plan at the moment, which may not be true when we get there, is 21 right and Zork 1W. So arrival at the moment, ILS Zulu 21 right, and cool, there's a lot of stars, aren't there? Zork 1W and insert. Okay, so that's the basic routing done. Let's just have a scroll through and make sure that there's no discontinuities. We can do a gross flight plan check. We're not going to bother because it looks fairly straightforward. Okay. Having done that, we can go into the performance data at last, and we can say confirm the takeoff data from the tablet, and it will just fill it all up for us. So we've got the V speeds there. And the flap settings. So flaps up 5.2, that's worth remembering about. So within the cockpit, if we go and look, up 5, we want about there. Just rotating it a bit more. Okay, so having done all of that, we can come back here, we can go and uncage the standby attitude indicator. We can calibrate the altimeters by pressing comma, and then we can have a look at the mode control panel. So at this point we're going to go, we don't know our initial altitude, so we're going to go over to say intentions, which we're going to use for air traffic services this evening, and go to clearance and request clearance. Before we do that, we need to go to ATIS. Oh, we haven't turned the radio on. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? So let's come down here and put the VHF radio number 1 on. We start to hear things. So we now go to clearance.
Gatwick clearance or wings 1 at November, request FR clearance to
Just
Stuttgart.
Confirming it's working. So if I go and look
clearance.
on...
Give me just a minute.
Yeah, 121955.
Here to Stuttgart via
clearance.
Mike India, Mike Foxtrot 1 Mike departure. Departure runway 26 left, initial climb to 6000, departure on 118.48 and squawk 434 Correction, 4374, over wings 1810.
Gatwick clearance, Griffin 40 Kilo, request IFR clearance with Quebec.
Okay, we were going to go for ATIS, weren't we, to find out what information we have at the moment.
K all runway and hold short instructions.
Information is Gulf.
Advise on initial contact, you have information.
Okay, so we go back to clearance. Gatwick Virgin 073 requesting clearance to Athens with information Gulf.
Clearance on request, you're number 1.
They've changed this again, haven't they? Every time I load, say, intentions, if I've been away from it for a couple of days, it's changed.
Virgin
when I come back.
073, cleared to Athens. Eleftherios, Venizelos, via the MIMF-1, Mike departure, runway 26 left. Initial climb to flight level 060, departure on 118.950, squawk 3754.
Cleared to Athens on the MIMF-1 Mike departure 26 left, initial climb, flight level 060, departure on 118.950, squawk 3754, Virgin 073. So while we're doing that, 3754, we'll go and clear this.
Virgin 073, read back correct. Ground is on 121.805 safe flight, sir.
Clear it again. 3754. We can set the mode while we're here, so we'll put it on auto, and that's on, and we'll leave it on standby for the moment. We're going to turn it on when we get to the aeroplane. We want 6,000 feet then.
Captain.
So 6,000 feet.
A warm welcome aboard Virgin Atlantic Flight 073.
Gatwick clearance, speedboat 147 with information charge.
While we're doing this, let's go and turn
clearance to Frankfurt this afternoon.
If you need any assistance,
I'll leave us on
don't
radio
hesitate
check.
to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing to fly with us
Okay,
today.
so we need to press on with getting everything ready. We've done the initial clearance or the initial height. We can go and put the flight directors on, and then we're on managed mode, which means we've got a good flight plan, which is all good. Okay, so Alt 1 takes us overhead. Let's go and put the seatbelt signs to auto. External power can come off now because we have got the APU up and running, obviously. And then Shift and 5 will bring us back down to the tablet, so we can go into ground equipment. We can remove the GPU and remove the chocks from away from the aeroplane. And we can do pushback. So we can control pushback in here, obviously. So we're going to talk to the ground controllers first. So they told us here that ground is on 1218.05, so we can do a shortcut there and just select it. Gatwick ground, Virgin 073 requesting pushback and engine start.
Virgin 073, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
So if we go and have a look on the map to confirm that, so we're going to look on the airport at Gatwick. So we want to face east, so the tail has to go to our right. Pushback and engine start approved, face east, Virgin 073, thank you. So we'll start by going backwards. And if we go outside, we'll see the tractor coming in. So tail needs to go to our right, remember.
2203 requesting pushback.
Speedbird 2203, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback is approved, facing west, Speedbird 2203.
Cabin attendants, arm doors and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please for the safety demonstration? This is important information for everyone, even if you fly often. Please ensure
Ground
your
Easy
seat
65 Alpha Zulu, taxi to the gate.
and your window blinds are open for takeoff.
Easy 65 Alpha Zulu, taxi to parking. Via Echo Romeo, hold short of runway 26 right, then Tango, Juliet, Romeo, Romeo Alpha, Quebec, Lima,
While we're
Quebec,
doing
Alpha.
this, we could go and turn the APU bleed on.
Echo Romeo, hold short of runway 26 right, then Tango, Juliet, Romeo, Romeo Alpha, Quebec, Lima, Quebec Alpha,
So
Easy 65
stop
Alpha Zulu.
the pushback at that point. Put our parking brake back on. And we're good for engine start. So beacon light goes to on overhead. Let's do it from the pilot view instead of jumping around. Fuel pumps go to on, so they're further up. And then APU bleed is already on. We rotate ignition to start, so that's down here. I'm going to use my primary controls to do it. And then we can start the engines in banks of 2. So you will see the lights come on and they'll start accelerating, and it's all fully automated on the Airbus. So we'll wait for that to happen, and when they're available we'll go and start the engines 1 and 2. Let's go and check the volumes just to be certain that you're not getting completely drowned out by the goings on around the aeroplane. It sounds okay. Okay, engines are up, and then engines 1 and 2.
B line 1363, push and start approved, face west.
Okay, while we're waiting for the engines to come up, we can go and sort out predictive wind shear. We can go and arm the ground spoilers. We can go and set auto brakes to max as well while we're at it. Getting there slowly. So as soon as the engines have started, we can go and put ignition back to normal, and then we can turn the APU bleed off. So we're just waiting for these lights to go out here. If we go and have a look inside, we can see ourselves on the ground. Okay, engines are up and running. It says avail now, so the ignition can go back to norm. That will change the status to show wheel conditions, which is automatic. And then the APU can come off, and the APU can, sorry, the APU bleed off, and then the APU is off. Then we can go and turn on the taxi lights, and we can request a taxi to the runway. So if we go and have a look, we're parked over here, and we're going to request from ground taxi to runway 26 left. So we'll tune in the ground frequency. Oh, we're already on ground, okay. Gatwick ground, Virgin 073, requesting taxi to runway 26 left. So I imagine Kilo, Papa.
Virgin 073, runway 26 left, taxi via Kilo, Papa, Alpha November, Mike.
Taxi via Kilo, Papa, Alpha November, Mike to runway 26 left, Virgin 073. Okay, so come off the parking brake. Ease the throttles forwards. Turn on the head tracking. So I think this is Papa just coming, isn't it? Yeah. So, first right.
Easy A27 Delta, we are ready for our push to start, please.
Easy 827 Delta, London Gatwick Airport ground. Push and start approved, face west.
Push and start approved for Easy 827 Delta, facing west.
Easy 827 Delta, contact tower on 124.23, safe flight.
So Alpha November is a little way further. That's Juliet. Then we got Zulu, and then Alpha November.
Emirates 28 Yankee, cleared for push and start.
Emirates 28 Yankee.
There we go, Alpha November. Left turn glide.
Virgin 073, contact tower on 124.23 so long.
Contact tower 124.3, Virgin 073 heavy. Gatwick Tower, Virgin 073 heavy, taxiing to runway 26 left.
Virgin 73, London. Gatwick Airport Tower, taxi to runway 26 left, via KPANM.
It's interesting that she didn't use phonetics. So it's the next right, isn't it, after this
EV51
island?
November Yankee. Winds 210 at 4, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
26 left, cleared to land, Easy 51 November Yankee.
Just looking at the live stream comments,
Contact departure on 133.904.
I haven't seen any which way but loose in years. Tower, Virgin 073, holding short to runway 26 left.
Virgin 073, hold short of runway 26 left, A319, 1 mile final.
Can see him coming.
Easy 74 Kilo Whiskey, roger.
There's something else coming in behind him that's just turned on to approach as well, so he might be here for a couple of minutes.
Easy 54 Whiskey Mike, winds 210 at 4, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
Okay, so while we're here, let's go.
Easy 54 Whiskey Mike.
While we're waiting, let's go and turn the TCAS onto T8. We've done the parking. Sorry, we've done the auto brakes So we've just got to do the takeoff config test once we've lined up.
London Gatwick Tower, Turkish 3 Echo Yankee established on the ILS runway 26 left.
Turkish 3 Echo Yankee, roger.
That's him there, look, he's just turning in. So we may have a little bit of a wait. We're probably going to have to wait for all three of these, aren't we? That's annoying.
Easy 51 November Yankee, contact ground on 121.805.
I wonder if they'll get us in the gap in between these two.
Easy 51 November Yankee.
Half of this is my own fault because I turned
departure on 121.805.
I turned the traffic up to 11.
Contact departure on 121.805 for Alpha Whiskey. Have a good day.
That's half the reason, so you can actually see them queuing up. There's the other one coming in just over there, look.
Contacting ground on 121.805 for 4 Alpha Whiskey. Have a good afternoon.
London Gatwick Tower, Easy 54 Victor Uniform established on the ILS runway 26 left.
Should we turn the brightness down with some of these screens while we're waiting?
Easy 54 Victor Uniform, roger. Easy 51 November Yankee Cross, runway 26 right.
Crossing 26 right, Easy 51 November Yankee.
Let's go and turn the dome lights down a bit. There's the other one. Yeah, he's coming in as well. We might get in the gap behind this one then. We'll just wait for the controller. We can go and put this on the route map while we're waiting. So flaps need to go to takeoff position while we're here. Something else we can do that will help us is turn the brightness down on these screens. They are always super bright for some reason.
Easy 54 Whiskey Mike, contact ground on 121.805.
Ground, Easy 54 Whiskey Mike.
Okay, we might get clearance any moment now. Let's just remind them. Tower Virgin 073 still holding, runway 26 left.
Virgin 073, runway 26 left. Hold short, A319 on the runway.
Just got to wait for them to clear the runway. See, in the real world, they'd let us get onto the runway.
Easy 54 Whiskey Mike, hold short of runway 26 right.
Let's have a look outside. We can probably see them. Look at the queue behind us.
54 Whiskey Mike.
You can just see their silhouette moving against the lights down there.
Virgin 073, no delay. A320 on an 8-mile final runway 26 left. Winds 220 at 4, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Virgin 073. It's difficult to hit switches in the dark.
EZ54 Whiskey Mike, hold short of runway 26 right.
So we'll just hold it short very briefly.
6 right, EZ54 Whiskey Mike.
Just want to go and do the takeoff config check, and it's done. So watching the indicated airspeed ribbon.
V1.
Gear up.
EZ54 Whiskey Mike, hold short of runway 26 right.
Hold short of 26 right, EZ54 Whiskey Mike.
Leaving the throttles on toga and
Tower
flaps
Griffin 81
on
Whiskey,
1 for the
holding short,
moment.
runway 26 left, ready to depart.
So the initial climb out is usually quite steep.
Tower, runway 26 left. Hold short, you're number 2 behind the A320.
So we go to climb power now.
Holding short, number 2 Griffin 81 Whiskey.
Virgin 073, contact departure on 118.905.
Contacting departure 118.955 Virgin 073.
Emirates 28 Yankee, wind.
Gatwick departure Virgin 073 with you, departing runway 26 left on route as filed to Athens.
Virgin 73, London Gatwick departure, identified, climb, flight level 060, direct Detling 31.
Climb 060 via Detling, Virgin 073.
Over to Stansted Tower on 123.805, to Ryanair 2 Golf X-ray.
Virgin 073, climb flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210 Virgin 073. So to do this stuff, to make our life a little bit easier, I'm going to put the dome light back on.
Ryanair 36 X-ray Foxtrot, contact Stansted Tower on 123.805.
So we're doing a direct climb. He did not say climb via the SID.
8 Kilo Hotel, contact Stansted Tower on 123.805.
Okay, let's go and increase the range now. We don't need the ground spoilers armed anymore.
For Ryanair 8 Kilo Hotel.
And we're on our way. So let's go and turn the brightness of some of these screens down a bit more even than they were. As it's getting super dark outside, we don't want to go blinding ourselves, do we? So let's go put that back on dim now.
Gatwick, radar good day, easy to 6.
It's nicer for you if you can see them, isn't it?
040. Climbing to flight level 070, direct to DET31.
Climb flight level 210. EZ26, climb flight level 260. Freebird 5907 Charlie. Contact Heathrow Tower on 124.48.
Coming up through, we're going through the transition altitude, so we're going to pull for standard barometric pressure now. And then we just need to wait for 10,000 feet to go and switch over to turn the landing lights off. We can already turn the nose leg light off because it will be of no use whatsoever with the wheel retracted inside the fuselage.
Virgin Virgin 073, climb flight level 230.
Climbing to flight level 230, Virgin 073. So as soon as we get up to cruise altitude, I will hand over radio comms to the wonderful Amanda sat next to me, who will quite capably talk to the controllers en route. Let's go and have a look at what am I doing? Simbrief. So we're going up to an initial 230, but then we go up to 390, look, once we get to Conan. So let's go and have a look and see where that is on the route.
Dear guests, we are now at a safe altitude, and I'm pleased to
Conan.
inform you that the lavatories are now available for your use. You may also use your approved electronic devices in flight mode. Cabin service will begin shortly, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you for choosing Virgin Atlantic.
So there's the airport we've just taken off from. There's London.
Channel 78, Golf Tango contact at the tower on the 123.805.
123.805 for Channel 78, Golf Tango, good day.
The nice thing about doing the night flights is you get to see the other air traffic's lights in the distance.
Easy 36 Tango Papa, contact Southend Tower on 127.73.
127.73 for Easy 36 Tango Papa, good day.
Hi Amanda, can you take over radio comms for a while?
060.
Easy 36 Bravo Romeo, radar contact.
Sure, I'll take over the radio comms.
Easy 29 Mike X, ray contact London, Gatwick Tower on 124.23.
124.23, Easy 29er Mike X-ray.
Easy 36 Bravo Romeo, direct Charlie Foxtrot 26 Lima. Cleared for the ILS runway 26 left approach. Descend and maintain altitude 2000 until established.
So Conan is where we get cleared for a climb beyond 23,000.
Virgin 073, contact London Control on 118.48.
Go on in, Amanda. Is she going to do it? She's put it into standby. London Control, Virgin 073 with you, climbing to flight level 230. Why didn't she talk to them? Oh, it was just, the frequency was slightly wrong, wasn't it? I just noticed that. London Control, Virgin 073 with you, climbing to flight level 230. Oh, it says the plane is not moving. Have we got a problem with the system? That's
Virgin
why it's...
073, climb flight level 230.
there's issues going on, aren't there? Let me just go. We should go and turn TARA on as well. So we do. Have we got some issues going on? Paused. ATC services paused while plane not moving, but the plane is moving.
Landing control, easy 652, currently flight level 180 for 290, en route to Stuttgart.
Climbing flight level 230, Virgin 73.
It's working now.
Virgin 73, London control, climb flight level 230.
Climbing flight level 230, Virgin 73.
I think I might have pressed something by accident along the way. So we can see Conan coming, and that's where we climb to 390 by the sounds of it. Or was it 39?
901 Alpha Quebec. Contact Heathrow radar on 125.625.
Switching to Heathrow radar on 125.625, easy 901 Alpha Quebec.
Dear guests, we are now at cruising altitude, and the cabin crew will begin the snack and beverage service shortly. Today we have some delightful options from our menu, including our famous prawn cocktail and the delicious Virgin Atlantic signature chocolate cake. After the service, we will also have selected items from the Virgin Atlantic shop available for you. So, sit back,
Sunter
relax,
389er, Bravo contact Heathrow radar on 125.625.
125.625, East Sunturk 389er Bravo.
Griffin 901 Papa, contact Heathrow radar on 127.525.
Switching to Heathrow radar on 127.525E, Griffin 901 Papa.
So there's the other aeroplanes that are being injected into the simulator around us. So we should get clearance in another 20 miles time to climb. I should have turned the landing lights off some time ago. I completely forgot about that in the middle of playing with the ATC buttons.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, easy 73 Romeo Papa.
Easy 73 Romeo Papa, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, easy 73 Romeo Papa.
Easy 73 Romeo Papa, contact Paris control on 135.55.
Should we go and put Amanda's screen on to show the I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Can we get some coffee in the flight deck, please?
Sure thing, Captain. I'll bring the coffee right away and check on the flight back for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently cruising at an altitude of 23,000 feet. The cabin crew will be around shortly to serve you refreshments, including enjoying our delightful coffee selection. Please remember that we only accept card payments on board. Thank you.
Okay, we should get clearance up to 390 in a moment. Let's just wait for them, and then I'll do it with the mode control panel. So you can see the markers just coming. If you look carefully on the flight plan page, you'll see that 230, 230, and then it starts climbing. So up through 390.
Gatwick departure, good afternoon. EasyJet 21 Kilo Mike with you at flight level 035.
And there it goes. It's doing it itself.
Phoenix EasyJet 21 Kilo Mike, London control identified. Cleared direct DET 31. Climb and maintain flight level 210.
That's interesting. I didn't realise it would reprogram target altitudes for you.
EasyJet 21 Kilo Mike, climb and maintain flight level 320.
So, being asked in the live stream, is the 340 worth it if you've already got the 350? Of course it is. No, they're very similar. All of the Airbuses are similar. The A350 is markedly different. The A340 has far more in common with the A320. It's just a giant A320 with 4 engines. There's a few switch differences overhead. There are 2 versions of it though that you get. This is the more modern one with the flat screens. There's one with very marked CRT screens, which is quite interesting. But no, they're all great fun to fly. I do like flying the bigger aeroplanes in the simulator, and certainly the older ones. That's kind of my thing, is having lots to fiddle with on the aeroplane. And obviously the workload on the older aeroplanes is a lot more, purely because they had more than one, or more than 2 crew members even. They often had a navigator and an engineer, and the pilot and the co-pilot. So it gives you lots to keep you busy.
Contact Brussels control on 129.575.
Okay, so now they've taken over. Amanda should respond to that, by the way. She's not responding again, is she? Amanda, can you respond to air traffic services for us?
Sure, I'll handle the comms from here.
Contacting Brussels Control 129.575 Virgin 073. Brussels Control Virgin 073 with you, climbing to flight level 390. So she should do the next comms for us.
Virgin 73, Brussels Control identified. Bonsoir.
So what's this we got going on? Okay, it's the trim for the fuel transfer, that's fine. So I think any old airline is. I'm just reading the live stream comments there. Someone's saying, do you like, you know, the TriStar, obviously. Yeah, that era, so 727 TriStar, they've got lots to play with, haven't they? So yeah, A340, yes, in size terms, very close to the 330. but in technology terms, it's a very close relative of the 320. It's just bigger. So in terms of the actual systems that are implemented on board, the 340 didn't come out that long after the A320. Okay, I'm going to go make a coffee, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So I'll leave you in Amanda's capable hands, and she will be taking us out across Europe down towards Athens, hopefully. If she doesn't, I'll have to come in and weigh in with doing the radio transfers along the way. See you in a minute.
for beeline 2 Echo Tango. Easy 907 Kilo Lima, contact London Control on 135.425.
Over to London Control on 135.425, Easy 907 Kilo Lima.
Beeline 7 Sierra Delta, contact Brussels Control on 129.575.
129.575 for Beeline 7 Sierra Delta. Good day.
Transavia 774 request flight level 330.
Transavia 774, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Transavia 774.
Chili Mike, Oscar. Availability 5.
Okay, so hopefully Amanda's doing what's required along the way. Let's go and have a look. The map. Because this will give you the sectors. Okay, so we have several hours now to sit back and relax as we trundle our way across the skies towards Athens. You can see other traffic around us on the navigation display. It's quite interesting to watch it, isn't it? Seeing the markers flying past. Thankfully everything's about 30 or 40 miles away from us at the moment. If we go and have a look on LittleNavMap, you can actually see them. Various British Airways. There's an EasyJet going past us. There's a Belgian going past the other side. It's always fascinating. So we've got somebody saying they never have much success flying the Airbuses in their copy of the simulator.
Sierra, Quebec, contact Amsterdam, info on 124.3.
I think a lot of it is just down to practice, to be honest.
Ryanair 29er Sierra, Quebec.
Brussels Control, Volaris 329er 6, flight level 350.
So it's doing an auto step climb. It's all clever, isn't it? Very, very clever. So
Delta
we can
India Juliet, contact Langen radar on 125.6.
We can figure out the timings, look.
Contact
So
Langen radar on 125.6.
this is all based on
Victor India
UTC.
Juliet.
So we're looking at just after midnight, arriving at Athens. Midnight UTC, I mean. So I may leave it getting on with it for a couple of hours and let Amanda do the radio comms if she does it correctly. Obviously I can wade in and catch up with it if needed. So we can work it out looking at the sectors.
8563, radar contact.
So it's here, isn't it?
Brussels Control, Easy 54 Kilo Golf, flight level 350. Easy 54 Kilo Golf, radar contact.
So we're about 50 miles away from one of the sector borders. So I'll hang around until we pass through that. It's a shame you can't show them on the navigation display, actually. Or I don't think you can. You can show waypoints, you can show constraints.
Brussels Control, Eurowings 59er Hotel, flight level 340.
Eurowings 59er Hotel, radar contact.
So someone's asking, do you need to request ATC permission for step climbs? Not if they're in the filed flight plan, no. They're expecting you to do it. Or not as far as I'm aware. That'd be a good question to ask the mentor within the say intentions. Maybe I'll go and ask Google Gemini alongside our...
Virgin 7-3, Brussels Control, please expedite your descent to flight level 230.
Oh no, they don't. Okay.
Expediting
that
descent
answers...
to flight level 230, Virgin 7-3.
So we're going to say to them instead, Control Virgin 073 climbing to flight level 390 as per our filed flight plan. So that answers your question. Let's go and find out who that was again. It's Brussels Control. Brussels Control, Virgin 073 climbing to flight level 390. They've gone mysteriously silent on us now. Is that because there's a problem going on, or are they just not listening to me? We'll find out, won't we? Every day's not just a school day, but also a beta testing day. So you have to remember, a lot of this technology with Say Intentions is still in beta. It's been actively worked on almost every day.
Expect the Raptor 1 Alpha arrival, prepare descent in about 15 minutes. Lufthansa for Yankee. Lufthansa, stop.
Beeline 957 requesting IFR clearance to London Stansted.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Clear to London Stansted via the NIC 6, a Charlie departure runway 29. Initial climb to 3,000 feet, departure on 129.575, squawk 6755, Beeline 957.
Ryanair 24, contactez le contrôle de Reims sur 121,075.
Coffee supply was almost gone, but I heroically saved what could be saved. Would you like a drink or a small snack?
Langen radar, Chanix 85 Charlie Delta, flight level 350.
Chanix 85 Charlie Delta, radar contact.
Langen radar, Easy 84 Uniform Papa, flight level 330.
Easy 84 Uniform Papa, radar contact.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Beach Oscar negative. Request EFR to Ostend.
Virgin 073, contact range control on 121.075.
Contacting range control on 121.075. Virgin 73. Rhymes control, Virgin 73. Good evening. Maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, ramps control, identified. Good evening.
Going to 118.1, Piper Charlie Tango.
Je vais obtenir cette autorisation. Donnez-moi juste une minute.
Range control, everyone, 525 with another question, if possible.
Avianta 525 Romeo, Roger. Continue as filed.
Radar, grüß Sie. Sierra Mike Mike, we are at Lima, Sierra Papa Lima and would like go VFR to Lima, Sierra Papa Golf. We are at the active runway and we will start when we can and request flight following. 421 and at or below 1800. Paris, Lima, Sierra, Papa Golf. It's about 30 miles from our actual position.
Stand by for your clearance.
Winds control, Piper Delta Fox over Charlie Tango, good evening, 4,500 feet. Winds control departure, request basic flight information service.
Piper Alpha Charlie Tango, contact Bail Info on 130.9er.
Rain control, Osprey Charlie Golf Oscar requesting clearance for startup.
Rams Control, 2Jet 2619er, flight level 400.
2619er, radar contact. Beeline for Golf Victor, Rails control identified. Good evening. Virgin 73, Rams control, contact Langen radar on 119.2.
Switching to Langen radar on 119.2, Virgin 73. Langen radar, Virgin 73, good evening, maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, Langen radar identified, good evening. Virgin 73, Langen radar, contact Swiss radar on 133.05.
Contacting Swiss radar on 133.05. Virgin 73. Swiss radar, Virgin 73, evening, maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, Swiss radar identified, sharpening Abend.
Swiss 5 Juliet Kilo, climb flight level 340.
Left side of it, 340, short side 30 kilo.
Swiss 5 Juliet Kilo, climb flight level 350.
Good evening, Tower 128, flight level 200 for 340. Climb flight level 350, Itaro 128.
Itaro 128, Swiss radar, climb flight level 350.
Level 350, Itaro 128.
Top Swiss 51 Papa Zulu, descend flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Top Swiss 51 Papa Zulu. Scandinavian 842, contact Langen radar on 131.3.
Over to Langen radar 131.3. So long, Scandinavian 842.
Swiss radar, Volanta 4 Romeo Quebec, flight level 390.
Volanta 4 Romeo Quebec, radar contact.
Swiss radar, Swiss 54 Bravo would like to stay on flight level 360 due to weight. Negative, Swiss radar, Swiss 54 Bravo, we would like to stay on flight level 360 due to weight.
Swiss 54 Bravo, climb flight level 360. Swiss 1123, Swiss radar, climb flight level 280.
Virgin 73, Swiss radar, contact Milan radar on 122.73.
Contacting Milan radar on 122.73. Virgin 73. Milan radar, Virgin 73. Good evening, maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, Milan radar identified. Good evening.
Milan radar, Ryanair 42 Quebec, flight level 190.
Ryanair 42 Quebec, radar contact. Tango Whiskey, contact Swiss Rider on 133.405.
Departure, this is Piper Golf Alpha Tango Sierra Delta with you at 4,300 feet, climbing flight 6,000 feet.
Milan radar, Chinook 7 Mike uniform, flight level 390.
Chinook 7 Mike uniform, radar contact. Eurowings 258, Milan radar, expect aboard 7 Romeo, arrival. I'll have you descending in about 20 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that. Eurowings 8 Romeo Charlie, Milan radar. Contact Vienna radar on 130.36.
Wien radar on 130.36, Eurowings 8 Romeo Charlie.
Milan radar EC3078, flight level 370.
Radar Romeo Delta, would you 4,200 climbing to 5,000? 10 Romeo Delta, thank you.
Helicopter Hotel Romeo Delta, you're welcome.
Delta, climb flight level 390.
Climb flight level 390, Swiss Delta. Climb flight level 390, squawk guidance, Swiss Delta. Climb flight level 390, Swiss Delta.
Virgin 73, Milan radar. Contact Zagreb radar on 132.34.
Switching to Zagreb radar on 132.34. Virgin 73. Zagreb radar, Virgin 73. Good evening, maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, Zagreb radar identified. Good evening.
Zagreb radar, Chanix 55, Papa Yankee, flight level 390.
Chanix 55, Papa Yankee, radar contact.
Descending 7,000.
CSA 40 Zagreb, radar center descend and maintain 7,000.
Maintain 7,000, CSA 140. Radar, hello, November 77, Hotel Bravo, flight level 270.
Zagreb radar, Chanix 17 Juliet, flight level 370.
Chanix 17 Juliet, radar contact.
Coffee supply was almost gone, but I heroically saved what
Delta 1234, Zagreb radar, contact Sarajevo radar on 136.05.
Over to Sarajevo radar on 126.05, Delta 1234, bye-bye.
Zagreb radar, Chanex 89er Victor, Bravo, flight level 390.
Chanex 89er Victor, Bravo, radar contact.
Citation Lima 76, contact Zagreb radar on 135.8.
Switching to Zagreb radar on 135.8, citation Lima 76.
Virgin 073, contact Zagreb radar on 130.215.
Contacting Zagreb radar on 130.215. Virgin 73. Zagreb radar, Virgin 73. Good evening, maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, Zagreb radar identified. Good evening.
Radar, good evening, Lufthansa 710, maintain flight level 390.
Lufthansa 710, Zagreb radar, good evening. Was there 2 Kilo Echo, Sarajevo radar, roger. With 2 Kilo Echo, contact Sarajevo radar on 136.05.
Roger, Scandinavian 4733. Enable Scandinavian 4733 and then proceed on my star arrival.
Scandinavian 4733, unable to approve heading change. Continue on your arrival. Scandinavian 4733, turn left heading 250.
Zagreb radar, Ryanair 9482, radio check.
Ryanair 9482, Zagreb radar identified. Good evening.
Virgin 73, Zagreb radar, contact Belgrade radar on 132.035.
Contacting Belgrade radar on 132.035. Virgin 73. Belgrade radar, Virgin 73. Good evening, maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, Belgrade radar, identified. Pozdrav pilot.
Athens, flight level 100, top 46 Papa Kilo.
Top Swiss 46 Papa Kilo, contact Tirana Control on 127.5.
127.5, top Swiss 46 Papa Kilo, bye-bye.
Air France 567, Belgrade radar, contact Zagreb radar on 126.635.
Virgin 73, Belgrade radar, contact Tirana Control on 127.5.
Contacting Tirana Control on 127.5. Virgin 73. Tirana Control, Virgin 73. Good evening, maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, Tirana Control identified. Good evening. Aero Italia 6464, contact Kirkira approach on 118.08.
Contact Kirkira approach on 118.08, Aero Italia 6464.
Tirana Control, Beeline 6 Golf November, flight level 350.
Beeline 6 Golf November, radar contact.
Center, Emirates 109 Heavy, requesting IFR clearance to Nairobi. Request IFR clearance to Nairobi.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Clear to Nairobi, direct Indo Squawk 3473 and indent.
Tirana Control, hello, Olympic 34 Heavy, flight level 400.
Olympic 34 Heavy, Tirana Control, roger.
Tirana Control, Olympic 34 Heavy, radio check.
Olympic 34 Heavy, roger, maintain flight level 400.
Virgin 7-3, Tirana Control. Expect the Pika 1 Alpha arrival. Descent in about 20 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that. Proceed direct, Picard.
Expecting the Pika 1 Alpha arrival. Direct Picard. Will notify if ready to descend sooner. Virgin 7-3.
Tirana Control, Ryanair 8 Romeo Tango is ready to descend now.
Ryanair 8 Romeo Tango, contact scope your radar on 119.375. Virgin 073, contact Macedonia on 133.88.
Tirana Control Beta 2901, request holding at Indal Point.
Contacting Macedonia on 133.88. Virgin 7. Macedonia, Virgin 73. Good evening. Maintaining flight level 390.
Virgin 73, Macedonia identified. Kalis Bakray.
Okay, let's just make sure the microphone's working. Yes, it is. Okay, we're back. Let's have a look. We're about 100 miles out from top of descent, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. You can see the marker coming in. So let's turn the head tracking off for a moment. We're going to have a look at the screen here and clear out any messages. So we're still looking at 10 past. We're on the money with the time, so about 40 minutes left in the flight. It's going to be an interesting one. So you can see top of descent coming in. Let's go and review the approach then in Navigraph. So we fly in over the top out to Kia and then back around. Let's see if that agrees with what yeah, this hasn't got the route fully programmed in yet, so let's go and have a look at that. Show arrival. If we make this wider in the LittleNavMap, you can see, yeah, so there's the Zork 1W, and we'll just stop this from recentering. So we come in straight down, and then this hasn't had the approach configured. So I think it was 21 left, wasn't it? 21 right, sorry. ILS Zulu 21 right. Now there are 3 different transitions. It's going to be
Ryanair 53 Golf Golf Macedonia. Contact Tirana Control on 127.5.
So let's just make sure we've got that programmed.
Control 127.5. Ryanair 53 Golf Golf.
So 21 right, ILS Zulu 21 right, so W, interesting, it's not letting me choose that specific transition, so we're going to go and have a look. And we'll bring the range down. Yeah, it's not looking quite the same, look. So if we scroll this through, I mean, it's close enough. It just means we're not doing this FI21, CI21R. There it is, yeah. So it is the same. Okay. Or more or less, it just hasn't put the curve in to go out D067, it's missed D067 out, basically. Okay, not a major issue. Well, what we will do, and we'll go and put the performance data in for the destination. So we're still a little way out, 160 miles out at the moment. So if we go to performance, next phase, and we can fill in the data for the destination. Now we're a bit closer. So, information. Opening airport, this is the weather, 220 at 6 knots at the moment. So that's not what we have
Ryanair
at takeoff.
813, Macedonia identified. Good evening. Ryanair 813, Macedonia. Contact Skopje radar on 119.375.
1018.
Skopje radar on 119.375.
Temperature is 19 centigrade. And if we go and look at the ILS chart, we have decision heights down here. So minima. Just having a look to see what we've got. Straight in landings for ILS. 542 or 260 if you have radio, which we do. Very good. That's that done. Okay, let's go and have a look outside. We're just cruising along without a care in the world. So whereabouts are we in the world? Let's go and have a look. We're not over... Oh yeah, we are over Greece already. Okay, it's looking good. So I'll tell Amanda that I can take over radio comms now. Hi Amanda, I will take over radio communications from now on.
Alright, Jonathan. You're in charge of the radios now.
Aegean 2-3, descend and maintain flight level 140. Descend and maintain flight level 140. Aegean 2-3. Good evening, Macedonia.
Hi Caroline, can you let the passengers know we will be beginning our descent into Athens in about 15 minutes.
Macedonia, good evening.
Sure thing, Captain. I'll make the announcement to the passengers shortly.
This is going to be fairly interesting. I've never flown into Athens, I don't think, in the big jets, so this is going to be new for me. Let's go and have a look at Navigraph and have another look at this route in then. So above 8,000 feet, Zorki, and then above 8,000 at Kia, and then above 7,000 at Charistos, and then it's turn the corner and go straight in. So when we turn the corner, we've got a DME arc, which the GPS doesn't have. There's a missing waypoint because we weren't able to choose a transition for some reason, which is slightly odd. So yeah, it's going to straight line it. And then when we come in, we can see the diagram here. We need to be at 3,000 feet. That's FI21R. So we finish the turn at CI21R. And this is saying 3,000 feet all the way around here, look. So 4,000 along here. That all makes sense, that's good. Should we go and check the radio frequencies, make sure we've got everything programmed in? 212 degrees, 110.5. So ILS 110.5, 211 degrees. It's often 1 degree out. So we're just checking around everything we need to have correct for any aeroplane. So if we come down on VNAV, all we need to do is tell it 3,000 feet. We will communicate with air traffic services though and tell them we're going to be beginning our descent. So it's interesting, it's got Macedonia there because it's Macedonia obviously in the English language, but who knows.
Virgin 073 cleared Pica 1 Alpha into Venizelos. When you're ready, descend. Flight level 280.
That's a different
Macedonia,
route.
yes, GN3 Golf.
Pica 1 Alpha.
30 to BFOC.
So let's go and have a quick look at that. That's not Zorki. So maybe the weather's changed or whatever's happened. So we remove that and we want Pica 1 Alpha.
Ready for descent.
So, oh, that's massively different. Why? Are we coming in this runway then? Flight level 280. So we could begin the descent to 280 now. But let's get that programmed in. And we'll respond to them first. Cleared Pica 1 Alpha into Venizelos, Virgin 073. So we need to select the destination, go to arrival, and choose the different standard instrument. Let's go and ask them first. Macedonia, Virgin 073. Can you let us know the runway that will be in operation at Venizelos?
Virgin 073, runway 21 right is in operation at Venizelos.
Copy that, Virgin 073. So 21 right. So it's still 21 right. So we'll still go for ILS 21 right, but we're now going for Pica. Was it Pica 1 Alpha? So we insert that.
Virgin 073, descend altitude 7,000.
Beginning descent 7,000 feet, Virgin 073.
Virgin 073, descend altitude 7,000 feet. QNH 1016.
So we can clear this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our descent into Athens.
121.4 for Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Yankee.
The use of the laboratory.
Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Yankee, contact Athens approach on 121.4.
121.4 for Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Yankee.
It's having some real problems. When the speed comes down, this will straighten itself out. So 21 right, and it's not the Kia transition, so let's remove that. Select ILS Zulu 21 right, add to route, and it's going via EGN, so it's just going to fly straight over and then loop back. So why wasn't that letting us choose transitions? Let's go have another look at it. Arrival. ILS Zulu 21 right. Let's go back. Yeah, let's erase that. Let's carry on down.
Virgin 073, descend altitude 3,000.
descending 3000 Virgin 073. It's quite amusing. When this is only showing the strangeness because it hasn't got the speeds. So obviously as we come down to 10,000 feet, we'll bring the speed down and it'll make a lot more sense. Essentially, although yeah, this always looks wrong on Navigraph anyway, because you're essentially going to be doing a swoopy route around. That is interesting though, isn't it? So what we can do though is go, if we go managed mode, it will drop it to 1,000 feet a minute because we don't need to be descending anything like the rate we're at. And during descent you really should follow the constraints. So we've still got a Zorky in here, haven't we? That's not part of, I'm sure that's not part of it. So let's go and have a look. Oh, maybe it is. Or is that just because it was part of our original route? So we should be going straight for PCAD. I think that's only in there because it was previously in the route. So let's go direct to PCAD and take it out of the route. So what we're doing here, this will be massively wrong now of course, so let's go and put the Zorky, it was Pika 1 Alpha wasn't it we're actually using, insert that into the flight plan, remove LittleNavMap really can't understand what on earth we're up to. So we're going to there. So activate the flight plan leg from here. That's what we're doing. Can we control the rate of turn? I don't think we can we? Not easily, and because we're at high altitude, it's not liking it. Let's do a open descent. So we've been cleared to 3,000, but we'll go open descent to 10, just for operational purposes. Let's go and check the... so that we're coming out towards here, but we'll turn the corner before that. Let's just go and check. 9,000 feet is the transition altitude. Okay, that's fine. So someone's asking, is SkyVector free to use? Yes, it is. But don't file your flight plan because they are real.
Macedonian radar, Lufthansa 680, maintaining flight level 350.
So...
Lufthansa 680, Macedonia, identified. Καλό απόγευμα.
So I'm just reading the comments there on the live stream. Yes, SkyVector is not a toy. You can use it and you can play around with it, but it's the real deal. So be careful about what you click at the top of the screen to do with filing flight plans. So let's have a look outside. There's bits of weather around, but it's actually quite clear, isn't it? It's very pretty. So, do we have any constraints in play? Let's have a look. Go and have a look at the actual diagram. So we're just turning right, heading down here. So if we go and look on here, there are no constraints. Interesting. So we just follow instruction to get down to the altitudes then. Coming down to 18,000 feet. Still doing over 300 knots. What's our ETA looking like now?
Macedonia, Ryanair 2116, ready for descent.
That's added 5 minutes onto our arrival time.
Ryanair 2116, ready for descent.
Ryanair 2116, cleared. Helicopter 2 Foxtrot arrival into Macedonia. Whenever you'd like to descend, flight level 230.
Descend flight level 230, Ryanair 2116.
Virgin 073, contact Athens approach on 121.4.
Contacting Athens approach 121.4 Virgin 073, good day. Athens approach Virgin 073 descending on the Pica 1 Alpha Star into Eleftherios Venizelos.
Virgin 73, Athens approach identified. Good evening, cleared Igena transition. Expect the ILS X-ray runway 21 right approach into Venizelos.
Expecting X-ray 21 right ILS approach, Virgin 073. So we need to change from Zulu to X-ray. Okay, let's go do that. Whoa, what's going on? This has got something slightly wrong, hasn't it? Just correcting it. And this is coming in from the wrong direction, of course, so this should be ILS X-ray 21 right. Insert. So we come out of here, fly over the top. We'll find out when we get there. Coming up to 10,000 feet. So we're dropping speed to 250 knots. We'll also go and put the landing lights on. I'm just helping the airplane slow down before we descend any further. So it's going to do a teardrop look. You can already see it. If we zoom out a little bit, it's going to do a very strange way of approaching. So we will almost disregard the GPS route. So let's bring it down to
Departure Sierra X-ray Zulu Kilo Victor 2000 for 4000.
Sierra X-ray Zulu Kilo Victor, radar contact, VFR altitude.
This needs to be X-ray. Remove. Select.
Sierra X-ray Zulu Kilo Victor.
So we come in and we go, we should be doing this then.
Turn right heading 240, Swiss
And then
7
turn
Mike
back.
Victor.
Swiss 7 Mike Victor, contact Venizelos Tower on 118.625 when
But that
established.
is not what we've got.
Turn left heading 225, Swiss 7 Mike Victor.
Turn left heading 06
Why
clear,
has it
descend
got
up
all these
2,000
waypoints
until stopped
missing?
on the localizer, cleared for the ILS 3 left approach and over to tower on 118.65 when established. Swiss 7 Mike Victor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Athens.
So we should be going via the ATV.
Kindly put your tray tables away. Ensure your seats are in the full upright position and fasten your seat belts.
AV.
The weather in Athens is currently 19 degrees Celsius with a few clouds at 1,800 feet. We will be arriving shortly, and our assigned gate is yet to be determined. Thank you for your cooperation.
And then AV565. I don't know why it's not working, but we're going to fix it. Then AV563. Then AV562. AV560. Then AV522. So then we can clear out that discontinuity, and it should suddenly look a lot better. There we go. So we're going to drop down now to 3,000 then. Has this got any... Oh no, 7,000. Sorry. I was going to say there's hills out there in front of us.
DFL 361, climb flight level 290.
Flight level 290, DFL 361.
DFL 361, contact Macedonia on 133.655.
Macedonia on 133.655, DFL 361. Bye bye.
So we've got 7,000 feet, then 3,000. So we just need to stay fairly high, I guess, to clear this hill. So that's the barometric pressure altitude, the transition altitude right there. So we'll change this over, and if we go and look at airports again, we were 1018, so it's only one out, that's fine. Okay, so we're just descending as we go. As soon as we clear the land, we'll drop down to 3,000 as we make the turn back in towards 2-1. Let's go and double check then while we're doing this. 110.5, 212 degrees. Nav radio is 110.5. Yes, that's still the same. That hasn't changed. Good. So tonight has proven being able to reprogram the route on the fly is a worthy skill to have. Let's go and so we're at 7,000 feet now, and holding And oh my word, that doesn't look friendly out there, does
DSL
it?
361, climb flight level 230.
Flight level 230, DSL 361.
We're about to get
DSL
pelted
361, climb flight level
with some
260.
horrible weather.
Flight level 260, DSL 361.
Lightning! Let's hope we don't get hit by it.
Sierra X-Ray Zulu Kilo Victor contact Macedonia Center on 133.575.
Switching to Macedonia Center on 133.575, Sierra X-Ray Zulu Kilo Victor.
Just double check this before we start descending. We should be at 7,000 still at this point. And then we start dropping for 3,000 for the approach. And when we come into the feathers, we should be at 3,000. So AV563. Obviously, because I hand programmed them, I haven't got the constraints.
Sierra X-Ray Quebec Foxtrot Golf radar contact. Maintain VFR at or below 6,000.
Climb 6,000, Sierra X-Ray Quebec Foxtrot Golf.
Lightning looks a bit vicious, doesn't it? The sky got really dark out there really quick. Whoa, another burst. Does this thing have a weather radar?
Okay, Athens departure, Adrian 54. I did not understand a thing of what you said. Can you please repeat that? Okay, again, it's difficult to understand what you mean. Okay, we're currently heading towards Alpha Victor 211, departing from runway 21 left, climbing to flight level 210 as you requested. I don't know anything else that you said.
Aegean 224. Flight 22108 GNTT4, identified confirmed. Continue as planned.
Can I know what you mean by flight 2210? It's a little confusing.
Here comes the rain. Okay, we're beginning to drop to 3,000 feet.
Departure Sierra X-Ray Papa Oscar 2000 for 4,000.
Sierra X-Ray Papa Oscar, radar contact. Maintain VFR at or below 9,000.
9,000 Sierra X-Ray Papa Oscar.
So it's going to be a proper instrument approach into Athens then, isn't it? Although looking at this, we're going to come out of the cloud fairly quickly.
Sierra X-Ray Zulu Papa Victor contact Venizelos departure on 132.975.
132.975 for Sierra X-Ray Zulu Papa Victor.
look, we're out to the bottom of it now. And there's the airport.
Saudia 1905, contact Venizelos Tower on 118.625.
118.625, Saudia 1905.
Okay, so deceleration will start happening very soon. Here we go.
India 2000 for 4000.
So I'll throw the spoilers out to help expedite that.
Maintain 5,000.
And we'll go for the first stage of flaps as well. We're going for the right runway, remember.
Virgin 073, proceed direct Alpha Victor 522. Cleared for the ILS runway 21 right approach.
Proceeding direct Alpha Victor 522, cleared for the runway 21 right approach. Virgin 073.
Virgin 073, contact Venizelos Tower on 118.625.
Contacting Venizelos Tower 118.625, Virgin 073. Good day. Venizelos Tower, Virgin 073 with you, engaged on the localizer for runway 21 right.
Virgin 73, Venizelos Tower, identified.
Drop the flaps. We're full flaps. Okay, let's go and take off the autopilot. Of course we get an alarm. Press the red button on the stick to stop it. So we are going to drop the gear.
Virgin 73, Venizelos Tower, winds 220 at 6. Runway 21 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 21 right, Virgin 073. It must be a slightly offset localizer, because we're slightly off to the right of it, look. Obviously we're visual, so we can just use the glide slope.
2000.
Shall we look from outside? But it looks quite spectacular. So we're just keeping an eye on the glide slope. The autopilot's taking control of the throttle for me, so I just need to steer the aeroplane really. Steer it down the funnel. Hands are on the throttle, ready to go for reverses as soon as we get down.
1,000.
So the TCAS has switched over to TA only automatically, which is really cool. Means if we did have anything in our way, it wouldn't react to it. Whoa, that lightning was right over the airfield.
Aegean 224, contact departure on 121.4.
Contact departure on 121.4, Aegean 224, thank you, bye-bye.
Dropped a bit low.
Aegean
Lifting it
242,
back up.
contact departure on 121.4.
Departure 121.4, Aegean 242.
Yeah, the air's moving around. We've got a bit of a headwind, and it's either causing us to sink or... But we're visual now anyway.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 320, 10.
Virgin 073, contact ground on 121.755.
Contacting ground 121.755, Virgin 073. We'll come off for the next exit.
Sierra X-ray Bravo Tango Romeo holding short of 21 left, ready for takeoff.
Sierra X-ray Bravo Tango Romeo, winds 210 at 7, runway 21 left, cleared for takeoff.
So let's stop here for
Cleared
a
for
moment.
takeoff, 21 left, Sierra X-ray Bravo Tango Romeo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Athens. Did you know that Athens is one of the oldest cities in the world, with its recorded history spanning over 3,000 years? It's also home to the iconic Acropolis, a UNESCO World Heritage
What are we
Site.
doing?
Thank you for flying with Virgin Atlantic. Please remain seated until we reach our final
Let's get the map up before we start taxiing, so we've got half a chance of seeing where we're going. So we're on the taxiway out here. Athens ground, Virgin 073 at Alpha, requesting taxi to the gates.
Negative, we're taxiing for your right. Go ahead. Athens ground, Olympic 34 heavy, just holding short of 3 right, ready to go.
Virgin 073, taxi to South Apron Gate, A33 via Alpha 5, Alpha 7 Hotel. Good day.
Alpha 7 Hotel to the gates, Virgin 073, thank you.
Sierra X-ray Victor Echo Juliet contact tower on 118.625.
So not this one, but the next one.
Tower Sierra X-ray Victor Echo Juliet.
That was good fun this evening, wasn't it? Fairly long flight, but the end was quite interesting. I really need to look into these Inibuilds Airbuses because they don't bring up the transitions. Now, is it this one or the next one? Let's have a quick look. A7's the next one, isn't it? Or is this A8? Oh well. We're about to find out and get told off probably.
Sierra X-ray Whiskey Juliet Tango, runway 21 left taxi via Delta 10, Delta 12.
Okay, so right in front of us.
Delta 10, Delta 12, Sierra X-ray Whiskey Juliet Tango.
Let's go and refresh our memory in a moment.
Sierra X-ray Golf Zulu Bravo, runway 21 left taxi via Delta 10, Delta 12.
Right, what's happened to the simulator?
Delta 10, Delta 12, Sierra X-ray Golf Zulu Bravo.
It's probably me monkeying with the...
546, stand Alpha 9er.
So the south gate would be the one we're aiming for, wouldn't it? Yeah, this is the south gate.
Push and start approved, face southwest.
Push and start approved, face southwest, Alpha 546.
So it should go down the end.
Sierra X-ray Golf Whiskey November contact tower on 118.625.
Switching to tower, Sierra X-ray Golf Whiskey November.
Okay, so we don't actually have to hand off back to, we don't have to request engine shutdown in this simulator, so what we can do is go into here, go to ground equipment, attach the GPU, switch back over to external power, and then we can shut the engines down. And then while the cabin crew go and deboard everybody, I think we can control that as well, a small amount. So if we go and turn the seatbelt signs off, I don't know if that will trigger it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure we get any control over that. But we can ask Set Intentions to do it. Hi, you can deboard the passengers now. So if we go and...
Okay, Captain, all doors in park. I will make the announcement to the passengers now. Alt 1. So let's go and turn the fuel pumps back off. Turn the ADIRs off. Turn the crew oxygen off. Turn the lights off. Beacon off. Strobe off.
Ready for push and start. Aegean 156.
We've already got this on Storm already, haven't we? Yeah.
Aegean 156.
I think we're pretty much good up there. Okay, so if we wanted to, obviously we could go cold and dark at this point. But yeah, so it's still lightning outside, isn't it? There's no sound with the lightning, I wonder why. Or maybe it's because we're sat in here.
Sierra X-ray Uniform Juliet Kilo contact tower on 118.625.
Over to tower, Sierra X-ray Uniform Juliet Kilo.
Just wondering if we wait, if we'll get a view of some lightning and hear a crash of thunder. Yeah, you can hear the thunder in the distance, because obviously light travels a lot faster than sound. Yep, there it goes again. Cool. Okay, so there we go. That was the Inibuilds Airbus A340 flying from Gatwick over to Athens, and it went actually rather smoothly for a change, which is nice. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed that this evening, and I'll post it up on the blog. If you haven't seen, I have a blog. If you go to johnbeckett.substack.com, this is where it will appear. You will see it with the subscribe button at the top right. You can subscribe for free, and you'll get emails about anything I'm doing. As you will see, I've been looking at X-Plane recently because somebody asked me if I might update my details for the X-Plane Zebo mod, Boeing 737, which I've gone and done. But obviously, as you can see, we're now back in Flight Sim 2024. It's not until you compare them alongside each other that you realise how much of an advancement 2024 is over X-Plane. Anyway, there we go. I can go and go to bed now. See you again soon. Take care.